I went on Twitter and as usual, I asked you guys what makes no sense about Smash Bros. And a good amount of you guys came through and the rest of you were just, memeing out, just saying stuff like, oh, where's Waluigi? Oh, why isn't Waluigi in Smash? You really want to know why Waluigi is not in Smash? Here's why. Dear Sakurai, I have fallen on pretty hard times these days. Being an assist trophy doesn't pay the bills, you see. So I've been interviewing with other games, hopefully trying to become a fighter in those games, but I've had no luck. More recently, I've been illegally selling some stuff on the street. I'm not proud of this. I'm writing you for the 10th time this year to beg you to let me in your game, and for once to at least respond with a reason as to why not. Yours truly, Waluigi.
What?
Gecko Gold's YT asks, how does Mr. Game & Watch's oil spill not count as a projectile? Okay, so I actually had to do some testing with this, and I chose to use Fox because Fox can shoot the bucket, which allows for me to fill it up, and Fox also has the ability to reflect projectiles. So in theory, after I fill up my bucket, I should be able to spill it on Fox, and Fox should be able to reflect it back and hit me with it, right? Well, Gecko Golds is right. Mr. Game & Watch's oil spill does not count as a projectile, and I don't understand why. It goes into the bucket as a projectile and comes out as not a projectile? Did Sakurai just not care about Game & Watch here, or does it go deeper than that? It secretly leads to another dimension. Which dimension? The second dimension. Doi. Come on, it's Game & Watch. Of course it's gonna be the second dimension. Dustin37567871 says, they don't give Snake a gun, but they give him an RPG. Yeah, I don't understand this either. It's like Sakurai never really played the Metal Gear Solid games, because he would know that it's very stealth based. You don't see Snake walking in with an RPG and just blowing up the whole place. That would defeat the purpose. But I believe the actual reason is because Sakurai was not allowed to put guns in this game or else the game's rating would go up, and he didn't want that. He wanted it to be accessible for everybody. But somehow Joker gets a gun? Which brings us to our next question. Joe Alley 04, oh my god, too many numbers. Joe Alley 04529893 says, Peach's turnip does more damage than Joker's gun. Look, I can try to explain this, but since I'm not really like a big Persona fan, I feel like this would be better said if I handed it off to the boy Grizzly. Grizzly, get over here. Explain to this person why it's like this.
Why, thanks for asking, disembodied voice of Macro that I just disturbingly heard in my head. I could explain this to you myself, but just like Joker in Smash, I'll let my persona do all the work. Persona!
That's right! Peach's turnip's do an absurdly more amount of damage than Joker's gun. However, fear not, for the reason is simple! In Persona 5, Joker and the Phantom Thieves are using airsoft guns, and because the palaces they infiltrate are the visual actualizations of a bad person's desires, they are able to fool their enemies into believing such fake guns are real through the power of cognitive science! Put simply, those who view the Phantom Thieves as a threat believe the weapons they hold are real threats! Did you really expect a couple of high school kids to be pulling up strapped for real? But in Smash, I seriously doubt that beefy pasta man Mario was scared of an anime to a schoolboy. So, it being an airsoft gun, the damage output makes sense. Yet Joker's gun in the game sure does act as a real one with its muzzle flares and gunshot sounds, so it is a real gun? Then why is it that Joker's Glock pales in comparison to Peach's Crops? That's because Peach is jacked! She actually throws her turnips with the force of 10,000 elephants, causing the turnips to accelerate faster than an amazing bullet! You're welcome!
Phantom49635033 says that Lucina's father Chrom and the fabled King Marth are both supposed to be dead. So why do they get to come back to life? Just to fight? Also, more importantly, Chrom is Lucina's father, right? So in this scenario, Chrom right here is like the same age as Lucina. So here's my thought process. There are a lot of characters that have died multiple times. Take Ganondorf and Bowser as an example. Assuming that characters that are dead can come back to fight, this might just be one of those cross-dimensional type fighting games. Kind of like Rick and Morty, where there's multiple Ricks and multiple Mortys. There are multiple Chroms and multiple Marts. And that can also explain why you can fight the same person. This is basic physics. What, did you get like a 2 on the AP physics exam? Stupid. Optic Crescent says, how can characters like Pac-Man that has no ears can go to sleep by hearing Jigglypuff's song? Grammar aside, he's right. Pac-Man does not have any ears, and neither does Kirby. So in theory, they shouldn't be able to hear the sound and therefore not fall asleep. There's also an Inkling that is wearing headphones, so I brought them all together, and yeah, you can put them all to sleep. So what's my theory? Well, you don't actually have to hear sounds to feel them. For example, sound waves can travel pretty strong and break windows. Do windows have ears? No. So the point I'm trying to make is, you don't have to hear sound to feel sound, you know? Complete side note, I was playing against these CPUs with no items and no hazards. How did this Pac-Man get a flower on his head? No, seriously, like anybody in the comments, please explain how that happened. I have no idea and it's kind of tripping me out. Neat Terror asks, how does Kazooie not have a concussion? Better yet, after being smacked on the floor 217 times, Kazooie can still function normally like nothing happened? Yeah, that's honestly a question everybody asked immediately after seeing this. That poor bird is getting bodied every single time, and yet still carries Banjo around like nothing happened. So what gives? Well, I believe Banjo doesn't care, and I believe Kazooie is part of an abusive relationship. And everybody here that mains Banjo, you're guilty of causing abuse to this poor bird. Are you or a loved one being abused by a Banjo? Hi, I'm Law McLawson, and I'm here to get you out of that relationship now. Banjos are known to be really aggressive with their Kazooies. So we're here to fix that. If you or a loved one were hurt by a Banjo, you could be compensated monetarily. We're talking multiple golden puzzle pieces. If this applies to you, call this number on your screen right now and Law McLawson can help you today. Don't let another Banjo abuse a Kazooie. Daily Expand Kong says, why doesn't Metal Slash work on Mega Man and Rob? Yeah, that actually kind of makes no sense. Mega Man and Rob are both entirely made of metal, yet Metal Slash just does like nothing to them. Like this move normally kills anything metal on the spot. I mean, I guess the original Rob was made of plastic, so yeah, I mean, that's fine. And I guess Mega Man could have been made kind of cheaply. I mean, look at that doctor. That guy just looks like he's not gonna put, you know, high quality metal into Mega Man. That's the reason why Mega Man gets killed by like one shot. Little weakling. Hansi155279669 says, the lag in online play. That makes no sense. I agree. Back in the day, you could play on Xbox 360 in big team battles on Halo 3, and there would be almost no lag. I can't play a 1v1 without experiencing lag online. Nintendo, get over here. Nintendo, you are one of the OG companies. Why is it that your online play feels like it was made in 1997? Come on, like your games are fire. Just fix your online, man. God damn it. Lewis X119 says, Hero can hit critical hits, but Pokemon can't. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. In Pokemon, critical hits are like a big part of the mechanics in the game, but it's also a big deal in Fire Emblem as well. So all of these characters where critical hits make a big portion of their gameplay don't have it. Look, we're not gonna have a discussion as to whether or not Hero is bad for the game or whatever, but I do think it is kind of annoying that he gets to have things that other games deserve a little bit more than he does. I mean, could you imagine getting critical hit by Pikachu though? Ragtag says, Luigi is better than Mario. Really, Ragtag? You're gonna do this to me? If Luigi's so good, then why can't I do this to him, huh? Yeah, it's not called Luigi Party. It's not called Luigi Kart. It's not called Luigi's Mansion. Oh, shoot. That one is. It's not called Super Luigi Bros. Get out of here with that bull crap. Noisy33940995 says, it makes no sense that Pokemon Trainer goes in with 2 not fully evolved Pokemon. So you got Charizard here. Cool. Pretty iconic Pokemon. Strong. And then he whips out his next mon. Oh, it's an Ivysaur. okay. I mean, you could evolve it to Venusaur, but whatever. Not gonna judge you. You know, with an Eviolite, it's not the worst Pokemon. And then he whips out Squirtle. Squirtle, bro. Why? What is this, Little Cup? This man's here. Yeah, him. Don't do what he does. He's just copying Ash Ketchum, dude. And Ash Ketchum hasn't won until recently. Like, that guy has been losing his entire career, so. But could you also imagine if you had all 3 of the starters? You had Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard? That would be so tight. Eat Krusty says, despite its name, you still never smash your bros. Man, that is so true. That hit my corazon right there. I think that's a perfect place to end this video. Everybody here, go home, show some love to your bros. Smash your bros. It makes sense. If you guys enjoyed this video, there are plenty of others just like it about different games. Go ahead and check those out. But besides that, I'll catch you guys later.